Hello, my name is Jocelyn, and today I'm going to be talking about multiplying two matrices together. So in this example, we have matrix A, which is a 2-row by 3-column matrix, and matrix B, which is a 3-row by 2-column matrix. So what we want to do first is our goal is to find A times B. And keep in mind this when it comes to multiplying matrices, the commutative property doesn't work. So B times A is not the same as A times B. Okay, putting that aside, what we do first is we look at the number of columns the first matrix has and the number of rows the second matrix has. If these two numbers are the same, then we are able to multiply A times B. But if they are not, then we aren't able to. So for this example, we can multiply these two matrices together. And secondly, we also want to take a look at the number of rows our first matrix has and the number of columns our second matrix has. This will tell us what type of matrix our product will be in. So in this case, our product is going to be in the form of a 2 by 2 matrix. So to start multiplying, let's find our first term in our 2 by 2 matrix, which is the top left. And to do that, what we do is multiply the first row of matrix A by the first column of matrix B. We're essentially going to be taking the dot products of these. So let's see. We have 1 times negative 2, and then we have to add that to negative 1 times 5. And then we're also adding that with 5 times 5. And adding these together will come up with our value for the top left term. Okay, so for the next one, the next term, which is the top right one, we're going to be taking the first row of matrix A again, and we're multiplying it this time with the second column of matrix B. So here we have 1 times negative 1 plus negative 1 times 2 plus 5 times negative 2. And this will give us our value for our second term. Okay, moving on. For our third term, which is right here, we have to take the second row this time of the first matrix and multiply it with the first column of matrix B. So here we have 5 times negative 2 plus 5 times 5, and then plus 0 times 5. So that's our third term. And our last term, which is the bottom right, will be multiplying the second row of the first matrix by the second column of the second matrix. So here we have 5 times negative 1 plus 5 times 2, and then adding that to 0 times negative 2. And that will give us our fourth term. So adding all these together, we have negative 2 minus 5 plus 25 for our first term. And our second one will be negative 1 minus 2 minus 10. And our third term will be negative 10 plus 25 plus 0. And our fourth term will be negative 5 plus 10 plus 0. Okay, now we're going to add all these values up to get our 2 by 2 matrix. So here we have negative 5 plus negative 2, that's negative 7, plus 25, so 25 minus 7, and that is 18. And here we have negative 1 and negative 2, which is negative 3, and then negative 3 minus 10 is negative 13. And here we have negative 10 plus 25, which is 15 plus 0, so their value is 15. And here we have negative 5 plus 10, which is 5 plus 0, so this is 5. So here we achieved our 2 by 2 matrix of matrix A times matrix B.